This week we read the double parsha of Tazria-Metzora. The Torah speaks about the spiritual condition of tsaras, often mistranslated as leprosy, but it was a blemish that could appear not only on a person's skin, but also on clothing and even walls of their home. Towards the end of the parsha, the Torah describes a garment that was afflicted with tsaras, and the pasuk, the verse says, "The Kohen will examine the garment after it has been washed, and behold, the affliction has not changed its appearance. It is impure, you must burn it in fire." The phrasing is curious. Lo hafach hanega es eno, which means that the appearance of the nega, the blemish, has not changed. But it's actually an idiomatic expression. The word eno literally means I, and the expression literally means the blemish has not changed its eye. The Kedusha Harim offers a penetrating insight. It's not just that the blemish didn't improve, didn't change. It's that the ayin, the eye, or perspective, didn't change. The Gemara tells us that there are a number of sins which could cause tsaras. The most commonly known one is Lashon Hara. However, Chazal teach that tsaras can be a punishment for tsaras ha'ayin, narrowness of spirit, a stingy perspective. Not just in terms of money, but in how we view the world. Do we focus only on what's wrong? Are we hypocritical, especially of ourselves? The Kedusha Harim says that when the pasuk says, "And behold, the blemish did not change its appearance," there's a double meaning. Lo hofach hanega es eno, his ayin, his eye, did not change. In order to do tshuva, this person's ayin must change. But the pasuk is hinting to us that it did not. And he continues and says, the word nega is really the same word as the word oneg. What is the entire difference between the word oneg, which means pleasure, and the word nega in Hebrew lettering? The difference between nega, this affliction, and oneg, pleasure, is where the ayin, which is a letter but also means eye, is placed. The letters are the same. Only the perspective changes. We're going to be starting week 4 of Sfiras HaOmer next week, Emyetz Hashem. Maybe you're feeling like nothing shifted. Maybe you're thinking, what have I even done with these days? But the Kedusha Harim reminds us that real transformation begins with how we see ourselves, others, and the world. The days of the Omer are about growth. But growth isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's about shifting the lens. Can we see what we've done, not just what we haven't? Can we notice progress, not just perfection? As we step into Shabbos, this week of Tiferes, of compassion and harmony, let's take the opportunity to see the good in ourselves and in others, and to look at things with compassion. Maybe the biggest move we can make this week is internal, changing the eye, changing the narrative, and making space for oneg. Good Shabbos.